What is up, Astros fans? It's Jeff Balke back here for your 5-minute Friday update / backwards cap day. First, JP France had a very good outing in his second spring start. He threw 3 in the third, gave up just 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. He also had 4 walks. It's the spring. Having him healthy to start the season is critical with all the injuries to the starters. They definitely need him in there. It's good to see that he's pitching well and looks to be ready for opening day. The relievers continue to look good. Ronel Blanco, listen, Blanco has struggled a bit in each of the last couple years trying to make it up to the majors. This might be his year. He had 5 strikeouts yesterday. He has yet to allow a run this spring, and he is just looking filthy out there. So that's really good news. On the hitting side, Joey Loperfido with another RBI single, while John Singleton another offer. Yikes. Also, in better news, Jeremy Peña went 3 for 4, including a double off the wall. And Michael Schwab posted on X yesterday, really interesting note about this. Peña's launch angle for his hits in 2022 was 8.7. I mean, that's not bad considering he had all the home runs he did. Last year, when he was down in homers, his launch angle was only 5.5 degrees. This year, well, I should say yesterday, in his spring game when he had those 3 hits, his launch angles were 19, 18, and 20, including that double off the wall that was 103 miles per hour off the bat. That is a great sign for Jeremy Peña. I think we can all agree that the better Peña is, the better the Astros are going to be. Okay, so we have to talk about Shohei Ohtani. Listen, it's not Astros specific, but it's just so crazy. Let me just say a couple things right off the bat. I don't think Ohtani was gambling. I think that guy's smarter than that. I think he recognizes that that's not okay, and I think he gets that. However, I do think that he paid off his friends / interpreter's debts and just may not have realized that it was illegal, right? Or that it could have gotten him in trouble with baseball. That to me seems plausible, right? Whatever the case may be, this bizarre interview setup and then retraction is a mess for Ohtani and the Dodgers. If you haven't read it, basically, Ohtani's people set up an interview with ESPN with this, I'm not going to pronounce his name because I'll butcher it, but with his interpreter who said, yeah, I gambled this money. Ohtani helped me out. He paid off my debts. Because obviously no bookie is going to give you a $4.5 million line of credit, right? And the LA Times had already found wire transfers from Ohtani to this bookie. So this guy got himself in trouble. His friend bailed him out because they're very close, right? Then, before the thing can run, Ohtani's people are like, no. That didn't happen. He stole the money. I'm not a big believer in conspiracies or anything, as you all know if you've listened to me or watched this show. But that's crazy. This is Kate Middleton level of crazy right now. I mean, if he just basically went from, oh, yeah, I lent him the money. I know it wasn't okay, but that's what happened to he stole it. We're talking prison time for this guy. That is a mess. So I find the whole thing fascinating from that standpoint, but it's not good for Ohtani. It's not good for baseball. It's not good for the Dodgers. And for that point, I'm happy about it. Anything that's not good for the Dodgers, fine by me. In fact, I'm efforting. We've been talking to the Bleed Los Astros podcast guys. We're going to try and do a show together. I'm hoping we can pull it off next week before opening day. I'm sure they'll have loads of fascinating stuff to say about it. Otherwise, Mike Stanton and I will be back next week with a fresh pod brought to you by Bet Online. I'm hoping that we can get the Bleed Los Astros guys on. We shall see if that is possible. Obviously, we're in the middle of March Madness. The Cougs play today. Go Cougs. I want to see them in the Final Four. I want to see them win the title. Although somebody Bregman's predicted that they would lose to New Mexico in the final. And if they lose to New Mexico against a team where in '83 they lost in the pit in Albuquerque, I might not recover. That's just me. Anyway, until then, find us on socials at Jeff Balke, at Believe in Astros. Subscribe to YouTube. Let's see more of those comments. If you happen to be downtown tomorrow morning, check out your boy and my friend Dot. We'll be paddling a canoe in the Buffalo Bayou Regatta, which should be fun. Otherwise, go Cougs. Have a great weekend. And as always, go Astros.